Thunder, like you've never imagined.
Morning. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator on what is a very rainy, wet Sunday morning. Excuse me. I've just woken up. Well, not just. Woken up long enough to visit, get myself some breakfast, and we are, I think, over here. I hope so. You know, I think we're over here. I lost the truck. I mean, great morning to be losing it, right? You know? Maybe it's over here somewhere. Where's it gone? Well, I'm David Steele, and here's my truck. I think that's the truck in the... Yes, it is. Yeah, there we go. Saw it in the lightning. So, we're back in the Ford CL-9000, although technically this is the CLT-9000. The T stands for tandem. I'm just going to jog back over here. This is not a pleasant morning, really. Okay. Right, let's jump into the cabin. Okay, here we are. Let's go ahead and get the engine started. There we go. Then quick look around. Let's put my positional lights on. Right, well, yep, we were in the sleeper last night, and thankfully I love the sound of thunderstorms. We're in Kansas right now, and I suppose I should be grateful there isn't a tornado. Yeah, so got about 5 hours left of my trip today. Let's check, what does it say? It's not saying right now. It's something like five and a half hours left in the drive. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and probably get lost on the way out of here. Yeah, okay. Topped up with motion lotion last night, so I don't need to worry about fuel this morning, which is good. With hindsight, that was a right decision. I don't recall seeing it was going to storm all night, but there we go. We'll go right here. I think we can leave. God, it's very dark here. We might be able to get a quick look at the truck under this light. In fact, let me switch to the external view. No, nice view of the trailer. Assuming that we can leave this way. Okay. Alright. That'll do me. Okay. I'm back on the road. Let's see, has this updated? 5.5 hours. Due there at 9:38. That's good. I got to be there basically between 8 and 12:20. A load of corn today. I suppose I could say this is going to be a corny video. I think it already is, getting lost in a thunderstorm. That bit was absolutely genuine. I mean, hey, when you want a dream burger, you want a dream burger, right? Okay. So, the engine underneath our feet today, a little bit next to me, is a Caterpillar 3406E. This is an interesting engine for the CL-9000. Because it was available in the very last sort of year of this truck being in production. Of course, you could repower the truck with this engine. Okay, I'm going to merge in front of this truck. Yep, we got a 13 speed, a 355 rear end, and we're on 22.5-inch wheels, which means this is very similar gearbox to the stock one that comes with the game. Go ahead and get up to speed here. The 3406E is the 475 version. That's 1750 foot-pounds of torque. So it's a pleasant experience. I wouldn't say it's particularly performant, but it does all right, and it's well suited to the gearing that we've got here today in the truck, and that's all we could ask for, really. Wow, it's proper throwing it down with rain. I guess we'll get it up to 65, I think. Don't expect to be making such amazing progress in this bad weather. It looks like everyone else is being fairly sensible too, which is always good to see. Let's go ahead and dip my lights. Is it a Volvo? I'm not sure. So yes, it's been it was a reasonable trip yesterday. We did about half the drive yesterday and then stopped for the evening. I was getting close to the end of my shift. I was getting a little low on fuel, so decided that I would just go ahead and stop. Whoa, David, speed, good grief. It's not a race. Wow. Okay, so I took that way too quick, so that's something you should not be doing. Looks like we're clear on this side. Yep, roundabout's always fun. Game's lagging a little bit, but that's no excuse for how I tackled that corner.
Go straight.
Okay, so still really enjoying this truck. Still, the more I learn about the CL-9000, I kind of wish I'd been around in the US during the years that it was in production and the years that you would see it on the road. 'Cause I've never seen one on the road, I don't think. Oh. Okay, there we go. If you wanted a Caterpillar with your CL-9000, you normally got a 3406B, which is also available in the. I could have spec'd that, but I wanted something a little different. I wanted to play around with the new Zeemods sounds in my engine pack, and I chose the right-hand lane because I don't know. That's just typical of the line to do that, but okay. Gives me a chance to get a bit of liquid refreshment here. Oh, that one's water. What's this? This is not water, but it's non-alcoholic, so hey, it's good. Okay, quick sip of this. Okay. And the storm stopped. Well, look at that. Well, that's good. The storm wasn't fun. And we can kind of see the truck in this light. Say kind of. So it's finished in a metallic green. It's not quite Pacific green, but it's not far off it. It's a standard sleeper. It's not the extra long sleeper. Go. 200-gallon tanks, 100 on each side. Double exhaust stack and single intake. Whoa. Went with the double exhaust because it can lower EGT temperatures, exhaust gas temperature. And for the Caterpillar, with this engine being able to produce lots of torque low down, if you work an engine hard at low engine speeds, you do increase the exhaust gas temperature. Simple reason being is that you're producing a stack load of torque, you're burning lots of fuel, producing a lot of heat, but the gas isn't leaving the exhaust, isn't leaving the engine, isn't leaving the exhaust system particularly quickly. And Cats are known to, well, they can produce lots of torque low down, and one of their areas of compromise can be your quite high exhaust gas temperatures. This truck does have an EGT indicator. It's the very top left instrument, and it's showing what I guess is 600 degrees right now. As to how accurate that is, Couldn't tell you. I don't know what these things would normally be running at, driven like this.
Go straight.
But I'm certainly mindful of my EGTs driving a Cat. Also not mindful of traffic. I need to anticipate things way, way better. This is not kind to the brakes. Okay. The gearbox is configured as a 6-speed with a dog leg low and a high-low ratio essentially. So it's fairly straightforward and easy to pick up. A 10-speed is arguably easier. But I've no complaints there. Do I really need a 13-speed with this? No. No, though there weren't many 10 speeds, I don't think, that were rated for 1750 foot-pounds of torque, so that's the main reason why I went with one. Plus, there's a certain fondness for a 13 or an 18 speed in a truck like this. Is this spec to owner-operator style? Maybe. We don't have sort of alloy wheels. We don't have any of the fancy chrome trimmings that you might expect on an owner-operator vehicle. But if you want a tool for getting the job done, this thing is capable of hauling pretty much anything. Or at least it's spec'd appropriately, and it's just an enjoyable thing to ride around in. Sorry, truckie. Really do enjoy this rather high driving position. Yeah, and it's getting up to 65 pretty easily. I'm going down a hill right now, but all the same. The only thing it lacks for sort of heavy haul duties, it doesn't have any beacon lights. But that would be a fairly inexpensive upgrade if I decided I wanted to go down that road. But no, I'm just enjoying this thing for line haul duties. And if a cargo like this comes up, this is 46,000 pounds of corn. It could also be animal feed, something similar to that. You're out in the rural parts of the map, you Kansas, you Nebraska, having ability to haul fairly substantial grain cargoes is nice. Luckily, the brakes work. This is a busy junction. Why is it so busy? It's only just gone 6 AM. And that's something else I really like as well. See the 3 instruments on the right hand side. Far right one is an analog clock, and I've missed that. Time ago now, I had a Ford Ka or a KA, and I had an analog clock in the center of the dashboard. And initially it was like, oh, how quaint, it has a little clock. But actually that was a really nice feature. Very simple dashboard. You had fuel, time, and speed, and that was it. Didn't need anything else, I suppose. You didn't need coolant, because it would tell you if it was overheating. And that engine it ran, this was the first generation car, had the Endura E. An old, nearly Stone Age engine, mechanically simple and fairly robust. Not the most refined, not the most performant, not the most efficient, but inexpensive. Right, well, we're hunkering through little, I would say villages, but this might be a city or a town. Really enjoy this time of day. Just pre-dawn. Oh, that was awkward. What did I hit? Well, I mean, obviously I see what I hit, but did not expect that. I guess I was way too close. Interestingly enough, though, it doesn't look like I got that much damage. It didn't sound like I took damage. Oh, that's embarrassing. Let's take a look what happened. Oh, well, I guess I know what hit then. My trailer hit. Yowzers. Well, thank goodness that the the corner's fine, but yeah, that's
Go straight.
wow. I mean, I guess maybe it was the top that struck it. I guess it must be. Oh, that was a little unexpected. And, you know, I was a little close, and that's very much a David thing to do in this truck, because it's hard to judge where you are. I'm constantly riding the side of the road on the right hand side. Well, I guess I did that time. Let's hope I don't do that again. But yes, I really like the game this time of day. And at dawn, dusk is pretty as well. Oh, and I'm speeding. Dusk is pretty too. Let's get up my power. I want to get up to speed here. There's a risk that I'm dilly-dallying around and losing time against the clock. And I know I do have a bit of time in the bag, but yeah, you see, I've already lost an hour since we set off. It's reckoning I'm going to get there at 10:30 now and not 9:30. And it gives me 2 hours of leeway. So I've got a bad habit of potentially running late. On the other hand, these rural single, I think they're called single lane roads, or maybe it's a 2-lane, throw in little cities and speed limits and whatnot and stop signs in the middle of nowhere, and that really kills progress, because you've got to go, well, you're supposed to come to a complete stop, and then it takes you quite a time to get back up to cruise. In fact, here's another stop sign. It's 7:20 on a Sunday morning, and I'm rattling everyone's windows with this engine brake. This time we will be way away from the railroad crossing.
Go straight.
See, I'm even calling it the appropriate American names. Good. Yep. Okay. Let's check. It's the sunrise on the left. We must be heading south. Mirror gets in the way, but yeah, that's beautiful. Maybe I can try this view. Yeah, that is beautiful. Just don't want to do that too often, because I will crash. And not for the first time. Right, I've activated my cruise. I've told it to get me to 65. We'll see how well that happens. Before we come up to the next stop sign, let's check a little further out on the map. Yeah. Oh, that's actually quite encouraging. It looks like there's nothing. Oh, there's nothing coming up, so we've got to turn right onto 183. It looks like, which we're actually coming up to pretty quickly. I'm going to get my cruise back down to 55, and we'll just let the speed... Oh, there we go. Got to slow down anyway. Yeah, no sooner up to speed than we slow down again. In some regards, it's just like the Euro game, and that the reason why I haven't played that much at all recently is because I get so bored of having or wanting to follow the rules of the road, and you get going and you have to stop. You get going and you have to stop. You get going and you have to stop, and it's like that for hours.
Turn left.
And yes, there's an easy solution to that. You can just turn off traffic fines, but I don't want to do that. So that's why it's frustrating. And I know I've been encouraged, been asked to do some convoy work in Euro. Yeah, just not really feeling it. Just the constant stop-start. It's great to see parts of the world, in some cases I've been to, but just constant stop signs, constant reason that I've got to slow down or change speed. Yeah, no. Not for me, thanks. Not at the time. Oh, I'm open to persuasion, though. Right, I'm going to get my speed back up to 65 if I can, because I've lost another 10 minutes. Of course, if you install the 550 horsepower 3406E, you take a little bit less time to get up to speed, but you'd also use more fuel. Wow. Is this RB actually stopping? That was really unnecessary, thank you. I mean, I went to all that effort of stopping. You should have at least kept going. Yeah, should be grateful. I appreciate it. Okay, let's do a full cruise resume. Back up to 65. Yeah, and it's going to short shift and go through every gear sequentially because it removes all that adaptive shifting that the game will let you do. Well, I'm sure glad that the storm stopped. I would have for sure crashed more than, well, another time. I'm positive of it. Yeah, this is a very pretty time of the day. It's getting on to be kind of full daytime right now, but there's still a bit of a haze going on. There's still a bit of a, like it's not entirely, the sun hasn't burnt through the morning mist, although it might be now. There's an airliner up in the sky. And are we coming up to an, yes we are, another stop sign. See, look at that. I just about get up to speed. Am I going to stop again?
Get ready to turn right.
Actually, we may not need to stop. We may be lucky here. Yeah, we've got to give way. So had a little chirrup from the tyres then. This truck does not always self-correct its indicators. Oh, that might be operator error on my part. Everyone at casual.
Go straight.
And I'm not speeding, but that doesn't mean I've done something wrong he's going to give me a ticket for. Like going around this corner too quickly, that's something. I'm not going to say it, but look at this road sign.
Turn left.
Right, nothing from the right. Don't see anything. I should say nothing from the left. I'm looking in the. I'm saying right, but I'm looking left. Anyway, after this van, which I think he's turning off. Yes, he is. Big assumption there was nothing going, but let's go. Go, go, go. See how I don't have cruise on, and as it happened, I'm giving it full power, but it holds the revs up to 1550, as opposed to the sort of 1350 that it'll reach, and then go through every gear sequentially. Which one's better? In theory, the building speed up that way using cruise control is going to be a little kind of mileage-wise, but even then, it's probably not much in it. Is it slower? I'm not sure. I'll have to try. Could go a little quicker through here, to be fair. Right, until we reach this 45-mile-an-hour speed limit, of course. That was a cool effect. There's a train going over the bridge.
left, and then turn left.
Bit of lag from the game, but
Turn left.
if you've not seen my video on how to help smooth the performance of ATS and ETS 1.5, there's a little application called lossless scaling. Go ahead and check it out. There's a link. Well, there should be a link to it in the description. There may not be, but it's made a big difference to how my game runs. It's not perfect. 1.5 does have its moments of stuttery mess, but most of the time the game is a lot smoother. I mean, like a league smoother. It's not quite as good as 1.49 was, but it's a lot. It's made me enjoy it more. There was a time when I was just not playing ATS that much because I was fed up with the jank. There's only so many times you can see 15 frames a second and you're like, yeah, I don't want to play this. But right now I'm seeing a pretty consistent 59 or 60 frame. Well, I think 59 or 60 frames a second, which is smooth.
Go straight.
The odd dip to the mid 50s, and I barely notice those.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Follow that Mustang.
Turn right.
SCS added the 2025 spec Mustang, I believe, or the later shape. It might be a 24 shape in a recent update, but they kept the older shape Mustang around as well, which I think is pretty cool. So you can see both. In fact, I think I saw the new shape Mustang first in the game as opposed to on the road. There's only a couple of days in it, but that was kind of cool. I think we'll stay in the left-hand lane. Yeah, I'm riding it so. Excuse me. I'm riding it so far on the right-hand side still, and I think it's because it's so tall. I think I'm way left, or way over left, more left than I really am. Love to catch this light.
Go straight.
Yep, think I did it. Give this guy a bit more space. On my right. What is this? A Charger? Yeah. Okay, says Mr. 18 wheel's going to get up to speed. Because you're in my way, pal. Of course, now we're out in the open road, he's going to out-accelerate me, but that's okay. I can cope with that. Okay, let's let this thing keep building speed. It's got myself an 8 high, top gear. Quick check on the time. Looks like we have another intersection coming up, but I don't think I have a stop sign. Okay, we're 32 miles out. Oh, look at that. Brake, 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 brake. Yeah, the indicator self-correction is not working quite the same in this truck, as it's not as consistent as some of the other trucks, or maybe because my game's a little laggy at times. Sometimes if your game's not performing so well, it's like it forgets to do that. Either way, it didn't self-correct then.
Go straight.
Okay, I'm going to use the right... Whoa, that was a weird effect. I'm going to use the right-hand lane. It was like a bunch of scenery just disappeared from the screen then. So we've got 14 miles left to go. We're going to get there about 11 AM. So that's That's okay, but we did lose an hour and a half of drive or of time just through not being able to make quick enough progress.
Do you even listen to me?
Yeah. All right, Doug.
You're going too fast.
Probably. Really? Still? Okay. My bad. I can probably dispense with my headlights right now. I don't think I need them, but they might be helping me see the dashboard. Let's go ahead and try it. Yeah, I can't really tell. My lights are off, but I can still see the dash.
Straight.
Looks like I've got to be in the left-hand lane up here, so we'll do that nice and early. Light's gone to green, so let's get back on the power. Keep it at 25. This is a nice way to tackle a light. We minimize all those gear changes to get up to 25 miles an hour. And the endless row your boat with your right arm and pump your clutch with your left foot. Actually, to be fair, no, we wouldn't be pumping the clutch so much. I mean, you could, but you don't need to. What's the term? That's a granny shift. Yeah, we would be... Oh, the expression has escaped me where you don't use the clutch. I should know this. Why do I not know this? The transmission doesn't have a synchromesh, so you match revs yourself and you kind of just push it in gear. Can't find it, grind it.
Turn left.
I hope this car doesn't stop to let me in, because... Thank you. Right, well, here we are at Global Mills, where this corner is going to be turned into something. For all I know, cornflakes, or corn tortillas, or cheesecake mix. Maybe not the cheesecake mix, but anyway. Huh. I think this guy's name's Arthur. Alright, Steve. Yep, he's good. Go ahead and get my four-ways on. I don't really feel like doing the difficult parking today, but I might just because. Okay, let's see, what have we got? Oh, 90. No, I don't fancy that. Okay, that's a very generic British whining sound. We're going to go ahead and do the let's play it safe. That does not look like fun getting it in that spot. I would need to sort of head down that way, turn it around, and then line it up. That does not sound like my cup of tea. But this is way easier. Yeah, I've got a bit of space here, but I'd have to turn the whole thing around. Yeah, no. Maybe if I was in the super short. Oh, actually, there's a bit of space here. It wouldn't have been so calamitous. Well, I mean, I'm saying that. This is also me. Well, there's a fence right next to me, so it's a little hard to kind of show off some details of the truck. But yeah, it's I'm really enjoying it. It's I would say what's not to like. Yeah, as you've seen, I'm not always the most proficient driver. To be fair, that's not really the game's fault, and it's not really the truck's fault either. Right, so let's see how well we did. So total distance was 455. We only saw about half that today, and we used 91.5 gallons. So mileage is pretty much 5 miles per gallon for a 3406E with 475 horsepower, and my cargo was 46,000 pounds. That is about what I would expect. Well, that wraps up today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you have, you know exactly what to do. And if you didn't enjoy it, you also know what to do. But thanks so much for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.